Stand strong and unified. Yeah, that was the only way we could start this morning here in this game, as we've made it now to day 6 and another full day of streaming on this Sunday, where the world is trying to figure out how a new champion was created due to a confusion of rules. And the world is really trying to wrap their head around it. I don't understand what's going on because I was so focused on editing, I didn't even know the race was going on until the race was already over. All I know is that Lewis Hamilton was leading in the final race of the Formula 1 season. Then they brought out the safety car, bunched everyone back up, and then I guess because it happened really late in the race, from what I heard, it was they only went green for one last lap, and then Max Verstappen overtook Lewis Hamilton, won the race, and became the world champion. So, make of that what you will. I'm sure we'll get the finer details once I get to see everything in more detail later on. But, yeah, when you're busy trying to rush out your Final Fantasy XIV content and get it out of there on YouTube, you tend to miss a lot. So, yeah, shall we get ready to head on up? Because the sunset may be beautiful here in the Royal Menagerie because we just were allowed to return here, but now we have a very important task to take care of. We are essentially living in fast forward because something that I was expecting to happen 6 more levels down the line is happening right now. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live here on Twitch. And if I buy my name up from my Gemstone Trader, will it let me buy it again? No. Not the same one. No, not the same one. Yeah, I see what he's talking about, but no. That's not how it works. Alright, we're leaving the Royal Menagerie, as beautiful as it is, and that it's been restored. But we have a job to do! Yeah, we have a job to do, and we gotta do it. Alright, so it'll be up to Tataru to give us the next main story quest. Yeah, she's wandered all the way from the Rising Stones to get here, and so now we gotta go ahead and speak with her. Let's go ahead and speak with Tataru to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled A Frosty Reception. Tataru is desperately trying to regain her composure as she prepares to see you off on another perilous journey. Until the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Alright then. Are they on the way? Ah, there he is! Oh, he's over there, alright. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Alright then. And yeah, you'll see the white light goes up. That means required combat is in order. So, let's speak with the pilot. It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garlemald. For many of us, it'd be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you're ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yeah, it's one of those things. In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, that you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Well, there's not much we can do, and we're already going to be synced down to the minimum required experience level to be in here, so let's go. Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but the Eorzean Alliance has decided that We're tired of playing defense. It's finally the time to go on the attack. We're finally going on the attack after 8 long years of getting pushed around, and all the years that came before this game. That's the Eorzeans were being pushed around by the Garleans. But it's now time for us to...
divided in twain by a vast mountain range.
Hi, Ganymed.
Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
Yes, indeed. We're going in. Yeah, roll up that Stormblood map and let's go. So we have touchdown in snowy Garlemald.
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius. The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Poor Manalan. I thought he'd be used to this. It's winter, for crying out loud. That's where he lives, is in a winter environment. Yeah, I'm having no issue. I'm a Dragoon. I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number.
Well, it certainly looks like a veritably strong group.
However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus' death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, out of necessity and all that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and so on.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
Uh-oh. So it's not what I thought.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have any other coats to wear, did Sickard, so they just gave him a maelstrom jacket and made him an honorary member of the Grand Company.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
And how do you plan to do that?
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment?
Among other things.
Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
What's on your mind, Oriange?
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
And that's where we come in.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Alright. Also, you're quite brave there, Arun, to be coming in shorts.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
Alright.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Very well. So, shall we? Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. This is where it's located. As guards staying watch at the gates, and security sensors are spinning and doing their thing. There's Thancred, along with his friends, including Maxima.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Are we trying to kind of conceal the fact that we're in their territory and trying to do all this stuff stealthily? Also, hey there, Adam. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right, once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
He does this all the time.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Yeah, please do, Adam, because the world is trying to figure out what happened.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
But yeah, it's nice to have a new Formula One world champion, but I really wanted Lewis Hamilton to get his 8th, just so that piece of shit Michael Schumacher could get kicked off the summit. Yeah, and now things as they are now, like, who knows if Lewis Hamilton will ever be world champion again? This does not sit well with me. Like, couldn't we've had just one more year of Lewis Hamilton as world champion, and then Max Verstappen can have as many titles as he wants? Okay, Maxima. Assuming there's nothing else we wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you're ready. Alright. Commence mission. Are you ready? Yes.
Keep your wits about you. It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Alright, so I have a few abilities. I have a Bewilderment Bomb. I have a regular abilities. I have a stealth move. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff. But of course, using it, that is the big thing to deal with. Could get messy if I'm not careful. So yeah, we're gonna try and get around the first two. And try and avoid the vanguards when possible. But yeah, I've given myself a bit of breathing room. So now I'll use my Swift Deception to do this. He's knocked out. Okay, that's the first challenge down, but there's many more to come. And if my threat awareness meter maxes out, I have to start all over. And also, just in case you're wondering, no, these suits of Magitech armor are not active. But I do need to get rid of the Imperials, though. while also trying to keep a low profile against the slashers, because those things move around in a heartbeat. And also, I seem to only have eyes for the Reapers. I guess they want me to start putting explosives on them right now, so I guess I shall oblige. What is it about Schumacher that annoys me? I was around long enough, and I'm old enough to remember more of his notorious exploits, like purposely running into his opponents in order to maintain his title hold, getting Rubens Barrichello to pull over for him so he could win a race, blocking Fernando Alonso to prevent him from having a good qualifying lap. Like, there was no low that Michael Schumacher wouldn't stoop to in order to win a Grand Prix. As much as he was the greatest champion in Formula 1 history for a long time, he was also its greatest villain. And having him at the top of the mountain just did not sit well with me for the longest time. And so I was really glad to see someone like Lewis Hamilton making the moves that he did, and getting now to the point where he matched Michael Schumacher on 7 World Championships. But it's the job isn't done yet. He's got to actually get the job done now. Speaking of getting the job done, I need to do the same myself. And I gotta time this just right. Go! Mission accomplished. I've avoided getting spotted. Yeah, skilled of a driver as Michael Schumacher may have been, he is just a dirty little piece of shit. And having him as a world champion for so many times, like, there's a reason why people just tuned off of Formula 1 for years, is because they couldn't stand Michael Schumacher constantly winning. So now I gotta use my bomb here to incapacitate the dogs. Also, did I get everything? I don't think I did. Did I get all of these? I must have. I mean, even the slashers are gone, so it tells me I've earned the right to advance. Yeah, because being Canadian, it also meant that I had an important connection to when Jacques Villeneuve won his one and only Formula 1 title, which almost would have never happened. Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Okay, I need to make a move here, but I need to time this so that the Imperial is going back this way, and I can get the Slasher. Or avoid the Slasher, rather. There we go. Stay out of sight. Now to hide and send word over here.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Okay, now we gotta access the control terminal. But we gotta do it while also keeping track of the slashers. So I gotta make my move what this thing does. Go. Hit the button. Now I'm gonna let the slasher come back. Oh, you think so? Yeah, the slasher, being the robot it is, probably wondering what the heck happened to that guy. Now we gotta get past the big bads. Now things start to elevate as far as difficulty is concerned. Yeah, because there's no way to throw this bomb over the wall. So I'm basically stuck here for a while. Yeah, look at that slasher dashing. Alright, I'm gonna run over here. And then wait for a cooldown to end. Because I do need to thin the herd still. Alright, go. Alright, you're down. Now we gotta start figuring out how to pick them apart ever so slowly, ever so slightly. Down you go. Okay, getting ever closer. But yeah, these slashers are still on the move at high speed. Wait for it to make its move and go. Alright, got past that. Then again, we still got to try and put up a move because we're going to be surrounded once we try and make another move. I'm going to try and pick you off. Yeah, and even though we've given ourselves away, we have not yet been spotted. Those things are still in rotation, but that Vanguard is coming back. Yeah, what's the slasher waiting for? Make your move. Alright. Go. And there's still dogs to deal with. In addition to all that. Okay, I'll go ahead and try and make my first move here with the bomb, but I can't because I'm blocked out. But I'll do it. Maybe not. Oh, how was I not spotted? Yeah, throwing blindly. Yeah, how the hell did that thing not spot me? Yeah, there's something for you to try and figure out. How did I just dodge certain doom? Yeah, it's a long way to throw this bomb, too. Wait for the slasher to go by, and then throw. Got nothing. Go! Hit the button now! Now, 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 now! Into the next zone. Wow, how did I get at that? Oh jeez, the Vanguard's coming back. Ugh. Stealth it. Stealth it. Yeah. Touch the panel from behind. You succeed in disabling the Magitech and withdraw from the supply depot. Wow, clean run. Yeah, hey Maxima, we're back.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Yeah, have at it. Oh, it's no big red button, but it'll still work. Yeah, blow all that up. A few moments later, at the rear of the Ilsbard contingent supply caravan. Yeah, it's moving everything down the fancy tarmac with the futuristic streetlights. Our Warrior of Light and Alice are walking alongside each other.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
But what? Oh, and in the meantime, something is coming this way.
Wait! Something's coming!
Yeah, her sixth sense has kicked in. We got big ugly dogs coming this way, and Magitech armor too.
Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Well, we know what we gotta do. Let's have at it! Here we go. Yeah, in the fighting coming battle, I get to play as myself. Yeah, you and I are gonna have a great time. And of course, we gotta do our part to give a hand where needed. Oh, we got a replacement. But he wants a piece of me. Yeah, in fact, we got lots of replacements flooding in. Well, then you can be the recipient of this. It's not quite enough to reach. Yeah, don't worry, Rune, I got you. Alright, everyone's running this way. The last dog is being put down. Valise's red magic.
Stay alert.
Yeah, Rune, you suddenly took a beating out there.
Keep the carriages safe.
Now we gotta move on to round 2. Get in there and let's go. Let's show them what we're capable of. Yeah, hopefully this battle is warming up your blood there, Manland. Yeah, hopefully your blood is racing and boiling now. Yeah, keep him safe. Yeah, because if I don't, who else will? Splash down on you, get you the residual damage. Alright, load up. Alright, everything's contained over there, everything's contained over there.
But the other carriages are still in danger.
Alright, up to round 3. Yeah, I want a piece of this. Alright, well, I'll do that. Then I'll get a piece of this. Yeah, do it! Yeah, we got crap still coming, though. Alright, yeah. Sickard is surrounded here. We better give him a hand while we can. Let's float one here. And go. Alright, you're down, but more still coming. In fact, we got this thing. That's one to say hello. So, with something a little different here, we're gonna try and get in its way. And then we gotta break this thing down as these 3 grown men try and push against this big ugly hexadrone. We gotta save them before they get worn out. Hang in there, gentlemen. You've almost got it. Also, it's 4, not 3. Because even Alcazolka's in here. The little guy giving his best effort. And we got it.
You lot alright back there?
All clear.
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Then let's bring on the more.
Hear that?
Yeah, I did hear it. Shall we?
Get to the front and turn the tide.
Head north and join the vanguard. Go, Rika, go. Oh, or we can just go right in the cutscene. That works too. Meanwhile, on the front line. It's not the steps of faith, but we still got a battle raging. Yeah, and even the warriors of the steppe are in here. And the Shola and Oriange and Lisa doing their thing. And so is the Stenian. Yeah, look out! Yeah, red light.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
Well, what do you expect them to do?
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Yeah, they're pretty much going non-stop no matter what.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
Not by choice. Here comes more.
That I did.
Yeah. Go, mon frère! Oh, nice block. Can you get around that axe there, Lise? And in the meantime, we have a showdown. Magni wants a piece of the Legatus. And so does Cyrena.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
Well, what can you do in the meantime? Oh, hey there, Lucia.
There's no end to them.
But don't worry, help is on the way!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Nothing to fear. The Warrior of Light is here. Yeah, look at me go.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Alright, time for the next series. And away we go.
We have them now. Forward!
Yeah, strum all over here, and I'll give them the full fury of my lance. And a Dragonfire dive to boot. See this. And they're all down in swift order, but then... Yeah, this is quite a stack. Yeah, we're really gonna have to rely on the group attacks now. Oh, no, no! Stop doing that, game! Yeah, problem is Lucia's in a bit over her head on the opposite side, but looks like we have a special move that Pippin is unleashing. Yeah, go for it, little guy! Yeah, that'll set him back. That'll definitely set him back. Geez, there's a stack mech that we can't help out on, but hey, you know what? We'll be fine now. Take this! Oh, someone's coming in to join the fray. And now it's the Legatus' turn. Yeah, she's got something in store with that lance of hers. Yeah, she may be a Dragoon too, but I gotta slow her down and stop her. Oh, stay away from that tank buster. Yeah, Magni not afraid of a tank buster. Yeah, well, what's a tank buster to someone like Magni, as we have to run from this? And then right back in. Only to run away again. Yeah, pick your spot and be careful with your selection. Well, where do you think you're going, young lady? Oh, we have a stack mech we have to follow. And then we all gotta scatter. Well, you're all scattering. I get to stay in the middle and keep getting in a few more choice hits. Oh, you gotta take it away. Yeah, because this is a chaser.
Is everyone alright?
We're all fine there, Lise. Yeah, we've got the Legatus down to half health. But she's not alone. Or she never was. Oh, geez. Gotta pick a spot this time round. Because, yeah, we got this fancy series of fireworks going on. Yeah, who is in need of our assistance that we can hit from range? Yeah, how about that? And now, Virgilia is back on the scene. Let's see how you handle this. Oh, shockwave. This is gonna be then followed by chase AoE. Oh, geez, look at the spread on that. Yeah, run, Pippin, run! Alright. Coming up on her deck, being down to a third. But, more reinforcements. And at this rate, we'll be overwhelmed. We gotta do something. Now, how do we deal with this situation? By stopping these guys. Yeah, we gotta break them down or else. Still have to keep fighting for 30 more seconds. Make sure these tablets are intact. And why am I not hitting an enemy? Game! Come on! 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and wow, look at them all stacking on the one side! But we got it. We're all clear over here. Yeah, we certainly had our hands full with that one, yeah. All the enemies were focusing on the one tablet instead of spreading it out. But after our victory... Yeah, Sadu?
A worthy adversary.
She certainly was. Yeah, enjoy your victory fanfare. You earned it.
Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun.
Runs right by Magni. Yeah, you're still looking for your Nama.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
It's fine. Yeah, we got it. We kept it safe.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
I'm looking forward to it, because yeah, there it is. Yeah, if you needed any indication, if you needed a idea of where it is, it's right over there.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Yeah, let's have a look.
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
But hey, there are even Aetherites here. We'll need those for sure, as we arrive at the first one.
The chosen, forsaken.
As Maxima and Lucia finally are back where they belong, as it were. In a manner of speaking. And so along comes everyone else.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
And thus...
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum?
He had a hand in it.
Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks?
Well, you made it that way, Emmett.
Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
So we are now officially in Garlean territory, in the shadow of the capital Garlemald. Let's have a look around and see what we're getting ourselves into.
Not so much as a whisper.
Abandoned, maybe?
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Those were the days.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
But what if they have?
We can consider the question after we have made camp.
Alright there, Arun. Yeah, probably a good idea.
If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
Says the guy wearing shorts.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to necessarily use the Garlean one.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone.
Yeah, get to it. We have that thing to go to. Alright, so we don't get the official end to the quest just yet. We have to speak with Alphanode first, but let's attune to the Aetheryte before we do. There we go. Alright, Alphanode, what do you have to say about this situation?
In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia.
Or Lucia, as you apparently pronounce it.
Would you mind asking Ashola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of camp? Alice and I will meet you there.
Meanwhile, Ashola wants to talk to us on the other side of the Aetheryte. Yeah, all of you are dressed in coats and yeah, Ashola seems to be cold herself, but as for me, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Also, I just want to give, for those of you who don't really get to see this, the height comparison between Ashola and Rika. As far as female Mikotes are concerned, Rika is as tall as I can make her. She's 5'4", and so Ashola is basically average height. Ashola?
A meeting. Yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Aether flows unceasingly toward it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments.
Alright. Now let's go find Graha. And he'll be chilling out over here with a young lady named June. Graha. You'll be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has passed clearly since no one expected them to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first time of trouble, although it seems to me that they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I'll make my way there. Yeah, on your way now. And now over to Lucia. Looks like we're all chilling out under the tent, perhaps, or maybe we're all running in over here. Yeah, we're going indoors. Hi, Lucia.
Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Alright. So let's talk about what we're doing next.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may.
Oh, please tell us.
Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine.
Oh, really? Yeah, didn't Asahi claim to be one of them before he pulled the wool over your eyes?
Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
I didn't know that rune had any at all. Why aren't we asking Alice?
Would you like a hand?
Yeah, speaking of which...
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
And
This
meanwhile...
talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, most of you aren't accustomed to this.
All the houses round here are fitted with cerulean heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
What do you have to say, Thancred?
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
Yeah, we're kind of sitting ducks.
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Hey, Stenian.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
I highly doubt it. But I guess we can consider that as a possibility too.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmascian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Alright then.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
No doubt.
'Twould be my honor to be of service. Though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino.
Oh, what would that be?
Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
I guess we can do that. If there are any survivors, we'll surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if nothing else that needs doing, or... no, I don't love ice fields? You do realize that I'm a Dragoon, right? Yeah. Dragoons are born for cold weather.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
And so, with our assignments now given out, away we go. Yeah, it's finally time, because yeah, this quest was quite long, but now we're finally bringing it to a close. Alice, it belongs to you to end the quest.
Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize too that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly.
I couldn't agree more, so we'll take our 462,000 experience points for this level 82 main story quest and 2,698 gil. Although I guess I do have to ask next, why does a man Len get to have the next main story quest? Is there something we should know about? Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look at our current surroundings. There are just 2 side quests available here right now in Camp Broken Glass, but there's an aetheryte that's not that far from here. And there are no others over around this general area. So it's 2 we get to enjoy, and that's it. So, without further ado, we'll leave the side quest for later on, but for now, let's go ahead and speak with a Manlan to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled Tracks in the Snow. And Manlan as usual, milling about aimlessly.
Well, ho, chums. Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Since you ask, we were to scour the Eblon Rime, or for survivors. What? Wander around Icefields on the off chance you find someone? You take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search.
Well, if you know where to go.
I probably regret this, but we may as well humor him.
Yeah, let's follow the trio of Elizin to the northeast. Thankfully for me, the regalia does start in cold weather like this. So, thank goodness for that. Yeah, the Eblon Rime, huh? More Final Fantasy IV shoutouts, obviously. Because Eblon was home to the last member of the main party for the final boss battle in Edge. Alright, Amanlan. So yeah, we get that music that we get when something weird usually happens.
I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow? Not what we're after either, why? Is that an aether current? No, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo! What do I see over yon hillock? There's no mistaking it! That's a girl!
Of course he would spot a girl.
A survivor? Show me! Over there, behind that tree, it looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She won't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. Rather fetching one at that.
Yeah, so you would notice something like that.
She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints.
Alright then. We'll do it.
I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you.
Yeah, you may need them to wake up survivors.
The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands that I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed!
Alright. Down the hill we go. Are there any currents that are nearby? Actually, there's one that's very close. We might as well get this one. Yeah, it's conveniently right over here. Might as well pick up the convenient currents while we can. Thankfully, I can get up here in a tune. I'm just close enough. Alright, go. And then the next one is much further away. Alright. Down we go! Yeah, it's a good thing the regalia is all terrain. It's up the hill and down the hill, and we may have to fight this thing off, or this person is just trying to get this thing out of the way so that they continue on with the quest. Yeah, give it a little extra push. Let's summon our Chocobo. Right, footprints in the snow. This person came in a business suit. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. Or that could have also been the DLC school uniform. Yeah, it looks like this male Vieira is going to be pointing us in the right direction. Yeah, we may be following the quest line, but we could also just follow him. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Where Alice and Alphinaud are already located at. Yeah, you're already ahead of me, I see.
We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look like to have been open in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead?
Alright. Yeah, we don't need to look that far. We'll just head on over here. And looks like our male Vieira friend has spotted something that requires a cutscene to look at. So yeah, how about you and I just chill out and check out the scenery for a while. And yeah, that is the school uniform DLC. So let's check the place out as we stay near this frozen river. Where could she possibly be? Well, we may have spotted her. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call off to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. I thought we were trying to help her. I guess we can't overdo it. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you're noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. And so away she goes. Stay close, but not too close. And try and make sure we're just far away enough and out of her line of sight. Yeah, so she'll turn around and look. So far, so good, she says. But get ready to move on the moment she turns around, which is right now. Now she's just walking. And she's walking over to the trees over here. Yeah, can't get too close. We gotta stay out of line of sight. Yeah, we're gonna get ourselves a little bit closer. I'm behind the tree. You must be imagining things. Well, not yet anyway. And now she runs. Yeah, trying to find that perfect balance between too close and too far. She'll want to catch her breath, she says. Yeah, she keeps looking behind her. If those beasts spot her, she's done for, huh? And go. Try and take advantage of the available environment here. She hope her luck will hold. And we hope for the same. They're all depending on her, it seems. And away she runs. Go, go, go! Use the pillar if you need to. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get clever. Yeah, she's gonna make one last mad dash. And we uncovered 2 locations at once. Yeah, still trying to make use of the surroundings. As we get closer and closer to this place. Yeah, she's made it back safely, and now we're about to catch up to her. Yeah, slow down, young lady.
Whew. Still in one piece.
Yeah. Hello there. Can we talk? Yeah, Victor's Spoils is what they call this place. Hello there.
Who are you? Stay back! This house is packed with explosives! Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high!
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Please, we just want to talk.
Yeah, we're not here to hurt you, we're here to help.
I'm Alpha Node. This is my sister Alice and our good friend Rika. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else, I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the one responsible for all of this! You did this to us!
I beg your pardon?
We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telophoroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Their poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them from their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telophoroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you, but let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name?
Yeah, out with it.
My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I am not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside.
Unfortunately,
if your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me.
Oh, who else is here?
Do you have family here? Is this their home?
No. Are you all alone?
No. This is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up.
Yeah, trying to threaten us with stuff that wasn't real.
I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here.
And so away she goes. Yeah, here they are.
This is everyone. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, we need to provide us with means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill. Perhaps we could take you at your word? If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, say? Alright. We'll have a fire burning in no time. Maybe build it under that gazebo. The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will.
Well, at least we made our first contact and it's turning out to work out well. What are you looking at me for? Yes, something doesn't seem right. I guess it's you still can't trust. I mean, we did just say hello. So, we'll take our 462,000 experience points and 1,071 gil for completing the quest. Alright, Licinia, the next quest belongs to you. Let's go and speak with you to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled How the Mighty Are Fallen. Licinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face.
Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I worked up quite a set from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they are in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them?
Well, it turns out we may know a way. Well, for now, let's head on over to the Bower and speak with Alpha Node, who has got the fire oil going along with Alice's assistance.
I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanilan's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure that everyone gets one?
Yeah, this is what I was expecting we would be using, and we are. Yeah, let's begin with the sickly refugee over here.
The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with a vengeance.
Well, let's hope this changes that.
Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it seems seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, cerulia in gens is full of this stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement.
Well, that's definitely a problem. What about you, emaciated refugee, or however you pronounce that?
All is well. Yes, never better.
Well, at least take this then. Just in case.
Oh, what sweet libation is this?
Is it poison by any chance? No. 'Twas a joke.
If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet.
And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek, and they fell.
We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead. All live on as puppets of flesh.
First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Golemord was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, the lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with a horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I await with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. And finally, the despondent refugee chilling out on the chair. What do you want? Want to give you this. A tincture. Might as well drink it, I suppose. Yeah, please do. You're gonna need it, believe me. Yeah, how do you get chairs this fashionable out in the middle of the wild in a snowy environment? And what's the toolbox for, if that is a toolbox? This, it's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. Yeah, with all the high technology that Guardians possess, we use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular, made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amonis it is. Yeah, you really bled that place dry, didn't you? Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Would it be the Guardian Anthem by any chance? Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. Well, I hate to break it to you, but he's not around. He's dead. It was a cunning strategy faking his murder. Faking his murder? He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Well, we definitely know what side you're on. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Do we break the bad news to him? Yeah, they're convinced that the Emperor is still alive and well. Yeah, it kind of says a lot, doesn't it? Now let's finally come over to Lucinia. What's that? A gift for you.
So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you.
Like what? Yeah, go ahead.
Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vigilia's troops heading towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered?
That's right.
Can't broken glass, you call it? And Vigilia and her men are all there now? How did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot?
Oh no, not at all. We had to fly in.
Airships? Then there might be a way to...
To what?
Lucinia, where is everyone?
Who's behind the door?
Is something the matter?
Yeah, we heard something. Yeah, who else is in there?
A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps the baby Almasti has found its way into the house. It won't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. So, if you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake.
Where we can ponder how the heck a thunderstorm is going on in the middle of an Arctic territory.
There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. If they want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers.
How so? If it's ceruleum you need, you all shall have, or you best watch out for baby Amastes while we're away. Yeah, let's humor her.
Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way round. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful.
Alright then. But I will be coming back about that voice. You're hiding someone or something in there. Alright, nearest one is 369 away. Yeah, the ceruleum pipelines basically look like Alaskan pipelines. That's probably where the inspiration came from. So let's go ahead and drive on down. Can we actually land on these things? We can. Yeah, I like this idea. Well, I'll have to jump at every connection point, but this is pretty cool. I like this. And hey, maybe if we're lucky, we'll find an aether current here. Yeah, in fact, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yep. Yeah, I had a feeling that being on these pipelines was gonna lead to something good, and lo and behold, it did. Yeah, talk about foresight. Alright, we got what we're looking for. Go. Next one is actually pretty much on the way to where we're going right now. Yeah, we got the cave in our sights. So yeah, where are the people we're trying to find? But yeah, there's the next aether current. And there are the guards that are going to be probably giving us a hard time. And yeah, these are plants. I guess they're hardy enough to grow in these harsh climates. Alright. Now let's go ahead and introduce ourselves at the front door. Hello there, gentlemen. How are you? Yeah, in fact, you have a Rogadin and you have a... Geez, I can't even figure out and remember what you guys are. Yeah, you're a Rothgar, and you're wielding a spear. Anyway, excuse me, sir. Who goes there? How'd you find us? Well, I need to ask you something. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? You're a Rogadin, you're big and tall and muscular. It's not hard for you to stand out. If the purebloods over at Victor's Spores hadn't given away our location, you'd have never found us. Those stuck-up assholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now that the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game's so sword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they've got another think coming. Yeah, which is why I have to put the two of you down, sadly. So, take this. Yeah, don't worry, I promise to end your lives quickly. Alright, now over here. Yeah, my brother, it's a shame I must take you down. Well, you're not dead so much as you've been taken off your feet. We're going in. There you are! Oh, Salise. Hey, it's not my fault that I'm basically weighing it when the question marks come around for who someone may be. Hey there, Alice.
Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting bearers of ceruleum.
So we're gonna look in the cave and see what we can find?
So this is Topaz then. Well then, after you.
Alright. We're going in. Hello there, everyone. Yeah, unlike your friends, we mean you no harm, Mr. Jarek. Who are you? What happened to the guards? They came at us. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I had to take them out. Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword?
Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands?
Yeah, obviously. He's a Wrathguard for crying out loud. Girabonia, Yonsha, Boziard, Armoska to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Arn, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture.
We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over?
Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used so much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare.
We can certainly ask, but if you're free to go now, why carry on living here?
Yeah, that's a good question, Alexei. Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So, we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Yeah, that's kind of a shame, isn't it?
Gone for good?
What's on your mind, Alice? Yeah, you have to give a moment to ponder about that. Alright, Alice.
Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that will be a cause for celebration, while for others, the whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum.
Well, we'll do that after we take our experience. 1,275 gil, plus a pewter leg coffer. Leg gear coffer. Ugh. Yeah, I just sometimes see words ahead of others. It's just something that's been ingrained in me over the last few years, and I don't know why. Anyway, let's speak with Jarek to take on our next level 82 main story quest entitled At the End of the Trail. Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? That's right. What? Those people up at Victor's Spoil sent you? To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. Well, that would explain the voice that we heard. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Alright. I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Maybe her sister was tempered? And Licinia is trying to keep her under lock and key so that she can't go out there blindly and just throw herself into harm's way and get herself killed? I mean, we won't know for sure until we get the truth out of Licinia. We did hear the voice, but we need to know more about her sister. I mean, there are any number of reasons that we can think of for why something like this would be happening. Yeah, we'll make our way up and over, across the lake. And keep on going back to Victor's Spoils. But, yeah, why do I get the feeling that something bad is about to happen if the sister tries to get out or something? Back up the stairs. So yeah, this next quest will put us at 84. Just to give you an idea of how far we've come. So, we've made it back to Victor's Spoils. Aw is the shorthand for that FC? What FC we're talking about here? Must be newly established. All who wander. Oh, nice use of acronym. And you were established about 5 months ago. Nice. Alright, Alice.
This isn't right, it's too quiet. I would have thought Alphanode would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen.
Uh-oh. Unless they've all been taken to the camp.
Or look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far.
Alright, better start looking. Yeah, if they've taken Alphanode hostage or something. Which I could easily see them do. You know, people in situations like these would be willing to resort to desperate measures. But yeah, here are the refugees and here's Alphanode. What happened, man? Yeah, danger music.
They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me.
Yeah, I guess they're staying true. I mean, given what that one guy was saying.
Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me.
You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Yeah, you're still loyal no matter what, right?
Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop.
Here to help? What rot! All a ploy to make us lower our guard. let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge! You've got it all wrong, sir.
You're wrong. That's not what any of us want.
Alice,
save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house.
But now what?
But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go?
Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people.
We're trying to help them, you idiots! Her sister's ill, the empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone?
To protect them from you! Yeah, you hate us that much, obviously. We're still savages in your mind. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A guardian should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is really tragic. They're still seeing with rose-colored glasses.
This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries. And theirs. I will join you in the search after.
I think they're pretty much deciding to refuse your help no matter what you do.
Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly.
And so,
there's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start.
You got it. Let's get moving. Yeah, as far as they're concerned, this isn't over! Yeah, any demonstration of empathy is automatically crushed. Likely under the foot of Magitech armor. Alice.
2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on.
Right, get a move on. If any danger should befall them, I do have my Gears Kogo Nastron and Stardiver combo at the ready. Let's roll on down. Oh wow. Yeah, we got a Kuchalan out here. We got a few of them. Known as Overgrown Roses. But that probably doesn't even begin to describe what they are. Also, Alice is closer to the pipeline.
The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place, it's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphinode's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues.
Alright then. So away she goes over there. But yeah, we gotta scour the area. And because it's a big, giant red circle, we're gonna have to cover quite a bit of ground. Thankfully, this half-buried piece of paper hasn't blown away. The wet paper half buried in the snow appears to be a flyer for a theater group, though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Yeah, more than likely a propaganda piece. Yeah, probably something North Korean in nature. Yeah, we gotta cover a lot of ground in order to hopefully find what we're looking for. But now we have possibly fresh blood. And my chocobo should probably not be standing in it. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastward. Keep on going. And it looks like we may have our destination established through the hole there. Or we could very well be just staying on this side of things. And it looks like that's what's happening. But look who and what we found. Oh boy. And as you can see, she's not alone. I should probably put my chocobo away for this because we need to assess the damage. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good at all. And they were holding hands too, as if that wasn't painful enough to look at. Oh boy. Tell me there's still some life in the two of you. The two bodies are already cold, which means they're both dead. Well, that was fast. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a raise spell. Yeah, we don't have raise spell, we don't have Phoenix down. But we do have a radio signal coming in. Yeah, as Alice say, running as fast as she can, but she's not gonna like what she sees. Yeah, she's trying to find me, and here comes Alpha Note as well. And when the two of you converge, you're gonna see two corpses.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
And here is where they lay. Sorry, guys.
No. Why wouldn't they?
It's who they are, unfortunately. The hate is still real. Even with everything that's going on now.
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
No matter what they would have done, we would have done, they still would have refused us. And let me guess, we're gonna get blamed for killing them?
We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Yeah, we very well could be.
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither did they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
And so sometime later, we just bury them. And the twins offer their respects.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders.
Oh, if we start thinking of ourselves as that now...
But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Taking some liberties from my side, I see. Yeah, we never got to see what killed them, and it's probably for the best. I'll say the final word goes to you.
There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't?
Yeah, already the doubts are settling in as we take our experience in 1234 gil out of reluctance. And in so doing, gain level 84. And earn the ability an enhanced Spine Shatter Dive. To give you an idea of what that means, I can now do 2 of them in combat. But yeah, this is tragic in more ways than one. Let's speak with Alphanode to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled A Way Forward. Alphanode's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty.
We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come.
Yeah, you're getting to see this for yourself too. I should probably give you a few tears. Yeah, you've been following me for quite a while, doing the same thing, pretty much. So we are, by the looks of it, flying back to the Aetherite. Where are we finding you? Right here. And so we're back. And with not a lot of good news to talk about. As more side quests have now opened up here around Camp Broken Glass. Lucia.
Alice and Alphanode tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your accounts?
As bloody and gory as it's gonna be, sure, why not? Have no choice, really, and hello, person who I don't want to speak to.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
Yeah, maybe we should have you come with us.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering.
Yeah, you tell her.
So tell me, what else have we learned?
Yeah, anything else we should be enlightened about?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
Well, that's good to hear, at least. Yeah, flashback.
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
Which brings us to now.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Yeah.
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
With Black Rose, no doubt.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered.
Well, the people who are still around don't seem to think so.
And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
Weird, isn't it?
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory. And that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Elidibus again?
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So they were willing to let them basically kill each other, and then they would step in.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams.
Wow.
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
Oh, yeah.
We have something to show you all.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, a fancy propaganda radio.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
Oh, what are we up to? What are we thinking?
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal,
then
while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
Yeah, that's weird. Meanwhile, Sirena coming in.
My friends, I must speak with you.
What happened?
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He's a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall.
Oh, really?
Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Okay, then.
I think we do.
Yeah, we need to learn all there is to know. Hello there, whoever you are.
Who do we have here?
Garleans?
Yeah, Garleans.
Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
There's the response we were looking for.
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
The hate is real.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it.
Then why are you on our lands?
Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe.
You can take that as an answer or else.
Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths.
Gritting his teeth.
If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours.
Oh, you answered to someone else?
If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Against the whole bunch of whoever may have to be up against? Bring it on if that's what it takes.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Yeah, who else should go?
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
He said 3, not 2. Or 4, rather.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
Yeah, I'm going with your... What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
You got it. Alright, sir.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Take it or leave it.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Oh, he had his weapon confiscated. And what's to stop you from turning it on us? Yeah, what's to stop you from turning that gun blade on us there, dude? Anyway, Lucia.
You'll be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, Julius. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we're outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we'll judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures.
I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation.
And so, away we go. Meanwhile, where's the nearest current? In the opposite direction. Alright. Alright, Julius. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Limnol Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. Not so that you can just shoot us in the head.
We do have names, you know. I'm Alice, and he's Alphanode. And last but not least, there's Rika.
Rika? Where have I heard that before? No matter. Alphanode and Alice will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Alphanode and Alice will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without falling behind. Alright then, ready to make a dash for the station? Sure thing. Alright. Yeah, now it's a brisk walk. And make sure you keep your weapon at your side there, Julius, or I will not hesitate to end you. Gotta watch out for these polar bears, though. Wait, where are we stopped? Am I too far? Yeah, I was considered to be too far. Yeah, I've got you over my shoulder, Julius, just in case you try and pull something. Yeah, we see the pipelines again. And a structure of some sort. And we better not draw attention while we leave ourselves out in the open walking the main road. Yeah, that's a great idea there, Alice. The Alphanode believes this is the destination that Judas had said we were going to. So let's follow it along and get to where we need to go. And the path does clearly seem to go where he says this is supposedly the place. And it is confirmed. Alright, Julius, now what? This is it. The first stop, that is. Why is that? Yeah. Are you looking around to find more people that can back you up? Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us.
Are these your headquarters?
No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Oh, and now I have to speak with you to complete the quest. North of the station is Regio Demorum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in parks. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? Yes, sir. So we'll take our experience 1031 of Gil, and we'll get a pewter foot chest. Oh, I just can't get the words out of my mouth. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with Julius again to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled The Last Bastion. Julius knows only too well that danger lurks around every corner. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left side of the railway. While the road itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. They will try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I'll lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you ought to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. Jeez, aren't we so antsy? While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guard in the back, I will not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. Alright then, get moving. And in the meantime, so will I. So, as far as train tracks are concerned, he wasn't kidding about those. In fact, this train went off the rails. Yeah, and so, also, yeah, they rounded the corner and they were under attack. Yeah, do you see that we are not here to beat the crap out of you, but beat the crap out of those who got brainwashed, Mr. Julius? Or, I guess, given what you're doing, do we call you Judas? Because I can seriously see that happening too. Yeah. How mad are you now? I see why your comrades chose you. Judas, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatments, but they would eventually regain their sanity. I don't think the words taking into custody are gonna really resonate with Julius. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Yeah, no love lost whatsoever. So, back along the tracks here. We will not bother with that thing that's currently chasing me, even if it does throw some AoE my way. Yeah, the runaway train is right. And they never bothered to put it back on the rails? Anyway, it looks like our group has gone over here, where they were attacked again. I was like, I'm in the purple circle. How am I not considered to be under threat? Also, my Chocobo should be out, but we're gonna leave that as is, because we've already got Mr. Julius here pissed off enough as it is. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't want more of our reinforcements. Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. Alright then, go. And continue on. We're now to the end of the train, it seems. Oh. So you can fight for yourself. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand only out of a desire to remain undiscovered, and that's still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Alright. Off where we go. Any closer to an Aether Currents? Nope, they're all further that way. So looks like we're gonna cross underneath the pipeline now. and get ourselves ever closer to the capital itself. And as it turns out, there's an Aetherite around here. But, as we can see, we're still getting attacked. But this time not by Guardians. Or, okay, they are, but geez. Where did those hentai come from? Yeah, I mean, look, they're just bleeding out of these guys. Sticking out like a sore thumb. I mean, how bad is it that they now look like this? Are they escaped experiments or something? Yikes. Yeah, I had to save you again. Look at what they've become. Will you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's aether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you've seen those monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you'll think twice before speaking of a cure. Yeah, definitely not holding back with his choice words. And now further north. So it looks like we're now officially making our way into the city itself. And bearing witness to the remnants of this place. Yeah, why drag us all the way out here? We're almost there. You have to keep your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. Alright. Oh, away we go. Well, at least only sprites are around here in this area. Yeah, Julius has a tunnel for us to go into. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Alright. Into the tunnel we go. Hopefully they don't have any cerulean explosives to use at the entrance to blow it up so that we have no means of escape. But even if that was the case, we'd still have our ability to warp out with the teleport ability. Yeah, this is what we have. Welcome to this game's interpretation of a subway station. Alpha Node, have a look. But hey, there's even an Aetherite here, too. It's plain to see why they chose this as the base of operations. Yeah, hidden from view to some extent. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to count broken glass in search of food, their own supplies must all be exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive. Over there. Yeah, that way. Yeah, alright, well, go on in. And, complete this particular quest in so doing. So, who runs the show around here? Well, there's the commander on the right, but we need to speak with Julius. So, now time for more introductions.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander,
and
Lord
his name?
Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Oh, you're still hanging out with Legatuses, huh? Well, I guess you have to rely on who you can trust, right?
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Yeah, it's really ingrained in you, isn't it?
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps.
Yeah, it is that ingrained.
'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would.
Gotta start somewhere, right?
But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit.
Is that the way you can only think of things?
If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that.
Only on their terms.
What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
They want us to get lost.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
You're trying to talk down an old man and a commander of a legion, no less.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, Why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald?
There it is. Because the unity and prosperity that your emperors sought was basically along the lines of Avengers Infinity War.
Is it because we do not share your faith?
Or in this case, your lack thereof? Yeah, nihilist as you are.
That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
And I wouldn't expect it to be any other way.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
Yeah. You kids got talked down by a grown man. Yeah. Get out. Or die.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you, if you cooperate.
This is really how it's going down.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
And what's that?
Collar them.
Really? Restraining collars? Do I get stuck with one too?
What are these?
Restraining collars.
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Or you can go full Running Man and blow the thing up and decapitate them that way.
Stop. Keep away from that one.
Why is that? Yeah, why?
The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Ah, word is spread. Yeah, I can take all of you in one round. And because I'm a Dragoon, I can use my Dragonfire to dive to lay waste to all of you.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You cruel little... Yeah.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason, or in the coldest, blackest of nights, meager though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Yeah. I'll go with that one. Yeah. Horshaphon told me that. Or at least he told it to Edie. And simply passed it on to Rika.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be.
Yeah, rumors aren't always true.
You will be their warden. Take them away.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, let's get on out of here. Yeah, we still have a lot of work ahead of ourselves if we're to finally break through and gain their trusts. So we'll take our 462,000 experience points and 1,071 gil. And so, now that we're outside, we should at the very least attune to the Aetheryte if I haven't already done so. Oh, the Aetheryte is not responding. Oh, that sucks. But I can go over here and get another lookout. There we go. Alright, so now that Alice and Alphinaud have been collared, Julius will give us the next main story quest, but we are going to save that for next time because there are side quests that are currently available back at Broken Glass, and I would like to take those on next. So once I get all those taken care of, then we will just fly back over here to Tertium and try and give the twins a hand and see what else these Garleans, who obviously still hate us as much as they do, want in order to try and make some sort of headway. So I will be back with you guys in about a couple of hours time, and we will pick things up here in Tertium, in Guardian territory, and we will see what we can do to make any sort of progress. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker live here on Twitch. And I'll see you guys back here this afternoon as we see just what we can do to possibly make a breakthrough. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.